Planet Dolan.
From proposing over Facebook to a huge public rejection, the Planet Dolan crew reenacts some of the best true stories from our subreddit about the worst ways a lover proposed. I'm Danger Dolan's mysterious brother, Zaragamba, and today I'll be your narrator. Number 10 was submitted by No One Loves You. One day Dolan and Tarrell went to watch a baseball game. During the intermission, Dolan looked at the big screen and saw a guy getting down on one knee. The words, "Will you marry me?" flashed on screen and everyone in the stadium started cheering. But then Dolan noticed something. The woman was shaking her head no. The guy got shot down and everyone in the stadium saw it. Oh, talk about awkward. Number 9 was submitted by Drunk Muffins. One night Emoji took a walk to a local lookout. It was pitch black and Emoji could barely see. As he was walking up the stairs, he accidentally tripped over a stranger who was down on one knee. The stranger dropped the small ring he was holding and swore. The ring bounced twice and came very close to going over the edge. It turned out the guy was in the middle of popping the question to his girlfriend. Emoji felt terrible about ruining his big moment. Number 8 was submitted by Buttercup Prince. When Ladybot was in middle school, she was dating the cutest boy in her grade. He was really sweet and would give her gifts and compliments all the time. One day, he got down on one knee, pulled out a plastic ring, and asked Ladybot if she would marry him. Just as Ladybot was about to answer, he shouted, "Psych!" and threw the ring across the playground. He then told her he was sick of being her boyfriend and was officially breaking up with her. Ladybot was so mad that she kicked him in the stomach in front of a huge crowd of people. After that, they never said another word to each other. Number 7 was submitted by Lady Lollipop. One time, Pandora went out drinking with her friends for St. Patrick's Day. Halfway through the night, she lost her friends and met a cute guy who was just as drunk as she was. The pair hit it off right away and were soon hugging, kissing, and drunkenly declaring their love for each other. After a mean sing-along to the Backstreet Boys, the drunken stranger surprised Pandora by getting down on one knee and proposing to her. Pandora was really weirded out by this, so she made up a fake excuse and backed away from him. She never saw him again and sometimes imagines how her life would have turned out if she'd said yes. Number 6 was submitted by Derpnado. Hellbent had a friend who was dating a stage 5 clinger. The girl was really insecure and always had to know where her boyfriend was and who he was with. The pair fought constantly and in Hellbent's opinion, the whole relationship was just one huge drama. One day Hellbent signed into Facebook and saw that the relationship had taken a turn for the insane. Hellbent's friend had left an actual marriage proposal on his girlfriend's Facebook wall. He immediately called his friend to talk some sense into him and discovered that the proposal wasn't actually his doing. Apparently, the crazy girlfriend had secretly signed into his Facebook account and left the fake proposal on her own wall. Everyone dropped comments to offer their congratulations, but Hellbent was just astounded. The worst part is, Hellbent's friend actually went along with it, and is now married to this psycho. With a rock solid foundation like that, you just know they're in for a long, healthy relationship. Number 5 was submitted by Mittens1295. When Doopy was 17, she had a really bad case of laryngitis. All day she had terrible coughing fits that made her want to vomit. Doopy's boyfriend at the time spent all day taking care of her. He even got some medicine and ran a hot bubble bath with candles so she could soak for a while. When she was feeling better, he climbed into the bath with her and they had a long conversation about how much they loved each other. When they finished talking, Doopy's boyfriend was so full of love that he spontaneously popped the question. Doopy said yes, and they had a great romantic night together. Unfortunately, it wasn't long before Doopy's boyfriend started having second thoughts, but instead of telling Doopy that he changed his mind, he decided to just pretend the whole romantic bath proposal never happened. When their friends asked about their engagement, he told them Doopy had made the whole thing up. They ended up breaking up over it, so I guess the lesson there is don't mix proposals with bath time? Number 4 was submitted by Gothics3 Renity, 2517. When Ramona was younger, her parents tried to get her to have an arranged marriage with a guy named Eric. Since Ramona and Eric had never spoken, they decided to go on a date to the mall. When Eric showed up, Ramona was shocked at how tall and handsome he was. They walked around getting to know each other. The whole time Eric was a complete gentleman. They soon got hungry and decided to go to the food court. Eric ordered their food while Ramona stared dreamily at her future husband. But that's when she started to notice a few red flags. While he was in line, Ramona caught Eric openly flirting with the girls around him. Then the fast food attendant came over with Eric's order. He noticed she'd messed up the order and blew up. He screamed at the girl, calling her an idiot and throwing his Coke in her face. The whole food court was looking at him. He then fixed up his order and smiled at Ramona like nothing had happened. But Ramona was like, nope, and got out of there as fast as she could. She told her family she would not be marrying this asshole and is still a happy single Pringle. Meanwhile, Eric ended up marrying a mean old gold digger. Guess he got what he deserved. Number 3 was submitted by Yellow Light 3000. One night, Kyle was enjoying a quiet drink at an old redneck bar, but the couple next to him was really drunk and noisy. The guy kept going on and on about how much he loved his girlfriend. After a while, Kyle saw the guy get up and stumble over to the dance floor. He grabbed the DJ's microphone and slurred his way through a completely spontaneous marriage proposal. Everyone in the bar was laughing at him, but they still raised their drinks and cheered. The woman said yes, so the DJ played the most appropriate redneck wedding song he had, Billy Idol's White Wedding. Kyle thought the whole thing was quite sweet, but he also doubted if either of them would remember it the next morning. Number 2 was submitted by Mantha1218. One time, Shima's boyfriend of only 4 months decided to propose to her. His whole plan was just a total disaster. Firstly, he got a hold of a ring from Shima's aunt's failed engagement. He then took a can of sweet corn from Shima's mum's pantry and placed the ring on top. He then wrote on the can, "I know it's corny, but will you marry me?" He yelled for Shima to come into the kitchen and she found him on one knee and a can of graffitied corn on the table. Amazingly, Shima said yes. But his lack of effort while proposing turned out to be a sign of what was to come. Let's just say, he's no husband of the year. Number 1 was submitted by me. Not that long ago, I was eating at a restaurant and a guy with a guitar got on the stage. We figured it was the band, here to play some music, which was fine. But he starts talking. He's with his girlfriend and he wants everyone to sing a song with him for her. He starts to play the song and it's James Blunt, You're Beautiful. He opens with the chorus and that goes pretty well because everyone knows the chorus. You're beautiful. But he doesn't stop there, he just keeps going. I don't know if you guys know the rest of that song, but I didn't, and most of the people there sort of didn't really know. So while he's playing the whole rest of the song, nobody really knows the words, and we're all kind of just pretending to sing. Anyway, at the end, he got down one knee, and he proposed to her, and she said yes, which was lovely, but it was the most awkward thing I've ever experienced, I think.
A huge thanks to the folks over on our Planet Dolan subreddit for submitting their stories. We have another question for you. What's the stupidest thing you did while trying to look cool? Let us know in the Reddit page linked below and you might be featured in a future countdown.
Well, that's it for this countdown, but catch you guys next time.
His parents had severe food poisoning. They ended up going to the hospital and having their stomachs pumped. He's not sure if the dog dying and the food poisoning were connected at all, but he was very suspicious of them after that. I wonder just how much sugar